it's Lisa. Today's project is a baby shower card that I made for my daughter. They look like this. Let me see. I'm going to get some of that glare off of there. If I pull them down here. So anyway, I made the base of the card using Stampin' Up! Whisper White texture, and then I used the Everyday Pop-Up Cards cartridge and a Create a Critter. And the pop-up card, I used the onesie right here. It is on page 59. And what I did is I used my Gypsy. While that's loading up, I'm going to show you what I used on the Create a Critter. I love this little cartridge. It's just the cutest thing, and it's funny because it's a cartridge that I didn't think I'd want. And then I saw several YouTubers using it, but the main person that convinced me that I wanted this was she's Made by Momo, and I'm not sure what her YouTube, I think her YouTube channel is Made by Momo, but anyway, I use this adorable little monkey, and I've used him before, on page 46, and he was cut at 2 inches. It's 2 inches or 2 1/4, I can't quite remember. But I used layer 1, layer 2, and the main part right here. And I think that's all the cuts off of there. And this is Stampin' Up! Cardstock. I used chocolate chip for, I want to say that's layer 2. This is crumb cake, which would be layer 1, yes. And then the bottom layer that you can't see is basic black, so that we get the black eyes and nose and the mouth. So let me put that aside. My Gypsy is loaded up now. So I'm going to go to the project. Open up Monique's onesie invites, and then they're right there. So let me click on that. So it says the width is 4.39. So I put one on the mat, and then I copied another one onto the mat, and then flipped it using my flip button, which is right here, and then this is the copy, I believe, right there. So, and then I just used these arrows to move the onesie up and down. In fact, you know what? I don't want to mess that up. That's why I'm not touching it. Let's see if I can just do that again for you. I wasn't planning on doing it again. But, okay, so I'm going to come over here. And I need Everyday Pop-Up. So I'm going to go here. And then my onesie is right here. So I have my onesie. I'm going to put it on the mat. And you can see it's really small. You know what? I need to get rid of this, I think. There we go. So I went over to Basic, went to the size. Okay, this is what I want. I think I'm pushing on the wrong thing, of course. So I'm going to go here, and I thought I did 4 1/4 or 4 1/2. I think it was 4 1/2, but for some reason I might have sized it a different way now that I think about it. That 0 was unnecessary. Okay, so I'm going to go over to advanced settings. That's showing up. And then I'm going to go to copy. So now I have 2. And I actually should have left that down there, but whatever. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to go to my flip. Flips it upside down. And then I'm just going to put them, bring it down till they join. And what I realized on my other one, because they weren't lining up perfectly when I cut them out, is that I probably should have flipped it from side to side as well. But I'm not going to really worry about it. So I'm going to go here and kind of blow that up and see if I like what I'm looking at. Okay, so then if I want to group those together so that they're one, I would click on okay, there we go. Okay, so now they're grouped together. Let me go back to advanced, copy, and there I have 2. So 2 on a page. So that's what I did to make the base of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. Yes, I'm going to exit the program. I don't want to save that. Okay, so that's how I made the card base. And then, like I said earlier, for my little monkey, he was cut at either 2 inches or 2 1/4. I put him all together. And then this leaf came from the Build-A-Bird punch, a Stampin' Up! Build-A-Bird punch. And obviously I just used that and some Stampin' Up! Old Olive cardstock. And then for the trim that you see here, I used a couple of trims, 2 different ones. You see the solid colored one here, and it does have a little bit of a texture to it. And then this one here has the glitter and the, what do you call this? Pattern, plaid pattern to it. And the reason why I used the little monkey in this color scheme is because my daughter's, that is her color scheme, or close to what her color scheme is for her new baby. So I used the linen stack from Die Cuts with a View. So I just put my little strips on with some adhesive and trimmed it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's just get started, move some of this stuff out of the way. Oh, before I do that, I need to do the neck area. Oops, sorry, it's out of view. I need to do the neck area and here where the legs go. So to do that, I use these 2 oval punches from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to need 3 pieces. And then 1 more. Okay, my card, oops, looks like it has a little adhesive stuck on it. Let me use this side. What I like about this is it kind of looks like it's a cotton onesie with the texture on it. Okay, so I am going to, first I want to figure out what parts I want on my legs, because I want them to, they're not going to match exactly each side, but I want it to be close. So to me that looks close enough. So I'm going to use one side of this for the neck area. I'm just going to take some adhesive and put a thin line, very thin line around the neck. Actually, I should open this up. Okay, and then I'm going to line this up on the neck. Oh shoot, got a little excess. Gotta get a okay. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut that excess off from back here. Make sure I'm still in camera range. I'm just going to cut it just like that. Okay. And then for the legs, I'm going to do the same thing. Let me double check how I want that to go again. So think about like that. And put a thin layer of adhesive on here. This is my Tombow Mono adhesive. Line that up. Let's see, look on the other side. Very good, that's really good. And I'm going to go ahead and put the other side on before I trim. Maybe a little more. Okay. Hope there's not too much glare in that camera. I might have to video without using my light and just use the light that's in the room. But my videos don't always look bright enough to me when I look at them on YouTube, so that's why I'm trying this. We'll see how it works out. So now I'm just going to trim this off very carefully. And there's some little tiny pieces right there. My paper snips. I love my paper snips. I just don't like to use them on things that I've put adhesive on because I don't want them to get all sticky and full of stuff. But for really intricate cuts, they are the best thing to use. And right, a little tiny piece right there. Okay. And now I'm going to put the sleeves on, or the trim to the sleeves. And if you can see, it is a little off, but I don't think people are going to really worry about it. If I ever make one of these again, I will try to do it a little differently. Let me open that back up. Okay, so I'm going to just add some adhesive. make sure everything's rubbed down good. Okay, so the last thing to do, aside from putting the information stamp inside, is to put on my little monkey and his branch, which I seem to have lost. Oh, here we are. Oh, that's not the last thing. Sorry, I gotta get my stamp. So I use this Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo stamp. So I inked the It's a Shower on the front using Pool Party for some of the cards and Chocolate Chip for others. As you can see, this one is done. Well, here, I'll show you too. That's the Pool Party. I love that color. And then that's the Chocolate Chip. Okay, and then the inside just looks like this. So I used the other stamp from that set. It had the event, date, time, place, and RSVP, and then I hand wrote in all of the information. So now we can put on our little vine, our branch rather. It's not a vine. I'm going to try to be very careful with this glue. I like using it for small things like this, but you have to be very light-handed with it so that you don't get it all over the place. And I want that in the center, right under there. Whoop. Have to remember to let it go. Just about like that. And I just added the monkey with the mono adhesive as well. It didn't really need. I mean, I could have put some dimensionals on there, but I felt it had enough dimension with the 3 layers, so decided not to. He's so cute. I love this Critter cartridge. Okay, and then he's kind of hanging on there, just like that. And there you have it. There are my shower invitations for my daughter. So I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. I look forward to being with you again. Thanks for watching.